Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, we are going to be diving deeper into some of the channeled messages and downloads that came through for me this morning. And it's interesting because in the previous video that I posted yesterday, I meant to be actually getting into a lot of this information, but we went down this sort of rabbit hole around the idea of certain traumas or past emotional experiences being revisited either mentally, emotionally, or energetically for the purpose of being processed at this time, which was interesting because I didn't expect there to be so much information coming through there. So much came through from kind of just that one thought. And I wanted that to be a complete thought since it ended up being a very deep message. So I closed out that video, but said that we would be tuning back into so much kind of cosmic information that had been coming through for our collective here. So we're going to be going a bit deeper into that now. But first, I just want to give such a huge thank you to all of you who have been here supporting the channel, and not just supporting as someone watching or listening, but literally as a co-creator here. This channel has been such a beautiful space for me as well. And I know that many of you are connecting in here in a positive way also. And I am just so grateful that we've been able to create this space here together over the last several years now, which it feels so strange to say that the channel is about 3 or 4 years old now, which is just crazy to me. But I know many of you listening here have been here from those early beginnings and have been part of the evolution and expansion of this channel, but also part of my own personal expansion and evolution as well because of all of that co-creative effort here. So thank you for the role that you've played here and the way that you've supported here just by being present and by having the courage to be walking this path in your own life, this path of love, of inspiration, of raising your consciousness and your vibration and just being that light on the planet. Your impact is so much further reaching than you can possibly imagine. There really is a butterfly effect here to everything that you say or do, the choices that you make personally. They have impacts that truly affect global outcomes. You are so powerful and so seen and so felt by everyone on the planet at this time. Even if they don't consciously realize that it's your energy that they're feeling, know that you choosing to show up in love today could be felt by someone on the other side of the globe. So I am going to go ahead and start getting into some of these messages, but I wanted to begin here with the strongest imagery that has been coming through. And this is the imagery of the gray man. Now, if you're not familiar with the gray man, and by the way, I know this seems completely random, but I promise it connects with some messages and a reading that we're going to be doing, but I just couldn't escape this image today. And the gray man is a spirit that is connected with some very deep lore, specifically in the Murrells Inlet area of South Carolina. This story goes that there was a man who was engaged, and he was so excited to get back to his fiance that he took a shortcut through a marsh. And in this marsh, his horse got stuck, and he got stuck and passed away. And his spirit, according to lore, haunts the area and warns people prior to major natural disasters or storms in the area. So it's very interesting that this lore was coming up for me here, because what I was getting so strongly is that there's this element of there being some kind of lost love that is still acting as a protector. Of course, in the lore, this spirit protects the area, and according to the stories, is always looking for his lost love. And so applying this to the reading, I feel that the reason I was receiving this information is because for someone listening here, there is some kind of a lost love. So someone from your past that you might be currently disconnected from, who is still looking for you or searching for you in a sense. And on a higher self soul level, somehow their soul seems to be feeling very protective of you, or literally energetically protecting you in some way. Now, for some of you listening, this could be someone who has passed on, and maybe this spirit is a literal person that you knew and loved in this life who has passed on. And it doesn't have to be romantic love, of course. This could be a family member, it could be a friend, but someone that there's this lost love element to, who stays around energetically to protect you. And I'm hearing specifically whether this person is currently incarnated with you, or whether they are someone who is perhaps beyond in the afterlife, so to speak, who has passed on. Either way, there does seem to be this element of protection where this soul is providing a sense of protection for you simply by being connected to you at a higher self level. And what I'm getting is this protection, for most listening, looks like bouncing out or repelling people, things, or opportunities that would be detrimental to you in some way. Specifically, just like in that gray man lore, he was warning of things that people couldn't see coming, these storms, and encouraging them to abandon their homes, to get to somewhere that was safe for them, and to wait for the storm to pass. Now, I saw a bit of comparison in this as well, because I feel like this spirit protecting you, the way that they warn you, could be warning signals that you are feeling internally and intuitively. So this actually could be your own intuition warning you or protecting you to some degree through feelings of offness, feeling as though something just isn't right. Now, again, you could think of this simply and purely as your own intuition being like that gray man that is protecting you from what isn't meant for you. But you could also think of this like an external person or spirit that is acting as this protector, sending you these internal signals to warn you that someone or something isn't for you or is going to be unexpectedly detrimental to you, almost like something that you may not see coming or may not be able to anticipate. Now, of course, there's no fear in all of this. There's no fear because this protection process is happening automatically. You are someone who's very connected to those inner signals of your intuition. So most likely you can look back even in your recent past and see how certain people, opportunities, or situations may have just suddenly started seeming very off to you. And you listen to those signals, and then unexpectedly things really worked out in your favor, or you may have realized why you were getting that intuitive signal or sign. Now, I'm also picking up that this protective energy extends into keeping you on a focused track or a focused timeline. We referred to this in a previous video as your destiny timeline. The timeline that is most connected with your highest version of self. And your highest version of self on that highest timeline. Another way to think about timelines is every timeline is based on a frequency. So when we talk about a low vibrational timeline, we're simply referring to a timeline where the frequency is very dissonant or very different from your core soul frequency. Whereas when we talk about a high vibrational timeline, we're talking about a timeline that corresponds with a frequency that is very in alignment with your core soul frequency. So what I'm picking up is that this protective energy, whether it's a literal spirit that you're connecting with, and again, this lost love, this could be someone in this lifetime. This could be someone's energy that comes into your life, or maybe even appears to you in a dream, or who you start to feel in your thoughts or feel really heavy around you whenever you're about to make a decision that is going to be locking you in to a timeline that is very dissonant in relation to your core soul frequency. And it's almost like they come in to warn you or to stop you from making those choices or decisions. I am getting a very specific message, and I know this won't be for everyone, but for some of you, this could be a lost love in the sense of being someone from your past who you dated or romantically connected with in some way. And you might find that whenever you're about to make certain choices or decisions in your life, or maybe you're making some of those choices or decisions that are not in alignment with who you really are at the core, this person will appear to you in dreams, or you will just begin to feel like everything is reminding you of them. You'll almost feel them at the higher self level communicating with you telepathically that this thing or this course is not for you, that it's not really aligned with you. Now, to get even more specific, and I know this is pulling on a very hyper specific thread of energy that will not resonate with everyone, but to get even more specific, for some of you, this might be a love from your past whose higher self still feels very protective of you. And when you go to try and date or connect with or be in a committed relationship with someone who is not going to be beneficial to your life, or someone who is not truly giving you what you deserve, it's almost like you will start thinking heavily of this person from your past out of nowhere, or even feeling sad about that connection, even if you haven't felt emotion about it for some time. This is not a coincidence. And I know we're getting very, very specific, so only take this if it resonates, but this can be a sign that this person's higher self is very connected to you and plays this protective role in your life experience, helping to keep you on that destiny track. I'm hearing to keep you focused. And focused energy, focus in itself, was really a powerful theme. So the idea coming through has been that by activating your focus in a powerful way, you automatically create an encirclement of protection around you in a sense, because when you activate your focus, this naturally is a yes to whatever you are focusing upon, which automatically is a no to anything that would be disharmonious to those intentions or to whatever that you are focusing on. Now, to this effect as well, because so many of our thoughts are subconscious, when we are activating this powerfully focused energy, it's really essential to also pay attention to what's happening in our subconscious mind. Research has shown that it's actually our subconscious that controls 95% of our thoughts, actions, and outcomes in life. So through reprogramming what's happening in the subconscious, or in this context, by really focusing the energy of our subconscious mind in a new direction, we can experience really powerful results, shifts, and changes in our lives. So to assist you in this subconscious focusing and reprogramming process, I've created subliminal meditations. Now, subliminals are audio meditations that contain unconscious spoken affirmations that are capable of bypassing the conscious filter of the mind and making deeper, more lasting impressions on the subconscious mind. Personally, I started seeing the most profound results, shifts, and changes in my life after I began utilizing subliminals several years ago. So I am now sharing my own library of them with all of you through my Subliminals app, Sound and Soulful. So you can find this app by searching for it in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, but you can also download it directly using the link in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Specifically for this reading, I would most highly recommend my subliminal for 7 chakra clearing and also my ultimate alchemist transformation. These are really great subliminals if you're just getting started, because the 7 chakra clearing will assist you in really retuning each of the 7 chakra centers and reprogramming your subconscious mind for attracting in more positive energy and outcomes in all areas of your life. But also the Ultimate Alchemist Transformation Subliminal is more specifically targeted to different areas of your life, like money, personal empowerment, love, and success, to really help you start to get the energy moving in positive directions in different areas of your life more specifically. So if both of these do resonate with you, you can even add them both to a personal private playlist, because when you sign up in the app, you can create your own playlists. You can also read the affirmations while you are listening, and there are 10 different background sound options available for every single subliminal as well. So again, the link to download my app, Sound and Soulful, is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so I am now going to be pulling a couple cards here. I know that a lot of this has really just been channeled messages coming through. Do let me know if you've enjoyed this style of reading video. I was also seeing the number 1414 as I was preparing for this reading. So this might be a number that you're seeing. This also could connect with the year 2014. Maybe that was some kind of significant year in your life. But also when I looked up the meaning of this number, I saw that this can connect with focusing on stability, rest, and routine. It can also be a sign that your current manifesting potential is at a very high level. But the interesting thing about these 2 points is that while the manifesting potential is very high, it's almost like this sign of confirmation that the things that you are manifesting are on the way, they're happening. But there is this gradual expansion process that requires you to really focus on rest, routine, and stability internally and in your daily life. So it's almost this reminder that yes, you are manifesting very powerful things, but there is this requirement to allow that natural expansion process to occur, to really trust that process while you are focusing on your own internal stability and on really, I'm hearing maintaining a baseline. This might be an emotional baseline of peace and security and happiness. And this might be cultivated through daily routines and rituals in your life as well. Because another message I got is small daily tasks bring radical changes over time. So it might be that there are certain things that you are doing involved in your routine that might look small on the surface, but are actually essential for activating that focused energy that again is like this encirclement of protection around your goals and dreams. But these daily tasks might also be essential to allowing you to rest and nourish yourself. And I just saw the number 222, which is just another major sign of alignment here. And we pulled the card Ace of Cups. So all this is culminating really into this powerful new beginning. But again, it's happening gradually. It's happening, well, really, when I'm using the word gradually, I'm hearing this kind of correction or elaboration on that it's happening in a divine timing that's in alignment with your highest timeline. And that includes holistically and comprehensively all aspects and areas of your life. So for example, it's like you might be manifesting something huge in terms of finances, career, business, but this gradual manifestation process in alignment with your highest timeline is not just taking into account that material outcome, but it's bringing it to you in a way that also satisfies and fulfills so many intentions that you hold comprehensively in many different areas of your life, such as your own sense of peace, happiness, maybe the happiness you're getting from certain relationships that are in your life or coming into your life. It's like, yes, that material goal or that specific vision is coming, but it's manifesting in a way that takes into account all areas of your life and all desires in all those areas in a very comprehensive way. This is truly a 5D perspective on manifestation here. And so this is really feeling like a complete thought for this video. So I'm going to go ahead and close this here. But as I said in the last video, there is still so much coming through here. So I'm sure that I will be creating future videos on either these topics or related threads of energy. So if you are resonating here already, I do invite you to subscribe to the channel, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. And of course, if you do feel guided to utilize these subliminals I've created to reprogram your subconscious mind and manifest in your life, the link to download my Subliminals app, Sound and Soulful, is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. I am sending you all huge amounts of love and light energy today. Have a beautiful remainder of your day and weekend, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.